Hello everybody, welcome back once again to the Octopath Traveler 2 walkthrough. Just getting ready to start the extra stories down here, so let's head out there. Took care of the secret boss in the last video, that was a lot of fun. Very, very frustrating though at times as well, trying to figure out exactly how to beat him. And I gotta say, it seems to me Hikari's... I feel like the key ability there was Hikari's divine protection ability was what really did it. I was trying to do it for so long without it, and it just wasn't consistent. And Hikari's turns kept getting messed up on the second phase of Caldera. So I was just like, all right, I need to do this. I need to do this in a different way. So. That was the key. So, alright, so I think this is the right spot, right? Yeah. So there should be a campfire somewhere.
Let's play.
Thinking time.
Surprise your foe. Surprise! Oh, here we are. Oh. Ah, yes. I was wondering what the deal was going to be with this. Alright, the journey for the dawn draws near. If you proceed, the actions you can take will be limited for a while. Any tales you wish to experience are best completed before the journey for the dawn. But the choice is yours. You can still save your progress after this point, but saving in a different slot is recommended. Let's begin the tale.
Catch.
Let's give it another go, Agnia. Every failure brings us one step closer to success, eh?
Right. We just have to keep trying. We've brought firewood, you two. Thank you so much, Cassidy. Be careful. A fire's not worth getting wounded over.
If it's flames you want, I can do it.
Not so fast, partner. How else are we gonna work up a sweat?
If you insist on being so inefficient.
We're back. We didn't find any beasts lurking about.
But we did find this water. Goodness, physical labor has never really agreed with me.
There's nothing like a good meal after a hard day's work, Temenos.
Speaking of which, I wonder how the hunters are faring.
Heave! Heave! Ta-da! It's not a feast without a main course.
A feast? This is enough meat for a butcher shop.
I didn't think hunting would be so much fun.
You've got the stuff that great hunters are made of, Throne.
Ochette would know.
Oh, are you retiring from the cleaning business, Throne?
Quiet detective.
Well then, I believe that's most everything. All that remains is...
Everyone's counting on us to light up their evening. It's time to get serious, Particio.
Right you are, Agnia.
Come on, Fire. You can do it!
We'll show this pile of sticks who's boss. There we go.
This will be a night to remember.
think you might be right.
Now we feast.
This is nice. Truth be told, this isn't where I imagined my journey would take me.
I know what you mean.
As do I.
That's what makes journeys worth taking. You never know where you'll end up.
Oh, what's wrong? Are you cold?
Doubtless someone in Ku is gossiping about you at this very moment.
Perhaps they miss me as much as I miss them. My friends back home. I've learned much in our travels, and I hope I can use it to help my friends and nation.
I know you will, Hikari. And everyone's lives will be brighter for it.
Thank you.
Even after this journey ends, I'm going to keep on dancing around the world until I can dance no more.
Mind if I tag along? With Particio and Rock backing us, we can hop on the steam locomotive and bring smiles to every corner of the world.
That sounds amazing.
With one of those, you could save your feet for the important part, dancing. And I could extend a helping hand to places I've never even dreamt of.
Will you keep on with Air's apothecaries, Casti?
I want to resume my search for like-minded allies.
Now that's a dream I can get behind.
Yeah, me too.
I'm afraid there's one problem with this plan of yours. If you consider how many people there are in this world, then...
There's no room for logic in the realm of dreams, Professor.
Duly noted.
What'll you do, Oswald?
I have some unfinished business to conclude. There are many answers that have yet to be found.
Is that so? It's writ plain on your face. You're worried about your daughter.
There's one answer found.
And what of you, Tamanos? Have you found yours?
Almost. It's like a piece of meat stuck in between my teeth.
Ugh, I know what you mean. I hate that.
So, something's still troubling you, in other words?
Precisely.
So, your days as a detective aren't over yet, then. Well, I'm here if you need an assistant. Assuming you can afford me, that is.
My goodness. You're awfully greedy for an assistant. Even if I said yes, I'm sure you have your own path in mind.
I do. I want to go somewhere far away. To a place that isn't on any map. A place no one knows about.
A place none have laid eyes upon.
You all have such big hopes and dreams. I just want to feast every day. And to keep the people of Totohaha safe, of course. Should I be aiming higher?
Ah, seems like you've got some meat stuck in your teeth.
Don't worry, Ochet. That's a fine dream.
I suppose it is. Look! A shooting star! I wonder what tomorrow will bring.
What was that?
I had an odd dream. There was a dark place, somewhere completely unfamiliar.
And a dark fire was blazing.
I saw the same thing.
Wait. Are you yanking my chain? I saw it too.
We all had the same dream. Could it be a coincidence?
I very much doubt that.
I feel as if I've seen that place somewhere before.
I slept like a baby full of milk, though. Huh. Is it still night?
Strange. Dawn should be upon us soon.
We should patrol the area.
I can barely see a thing.
Huh?
The stars. They're all gone. And the sky is pitch black.
Something is amiss. This is no natural nightfall.
Oh, Chet?
I felt this. It's just like before. On your guard, everyone!
Something's coming, and it isn't friendly.
It's here.
Ah, the battle of wits.
Let's go!
Okay, let's see here. I don't know if I'm set up well for this, but we'll find out.
Ready, set, go! Sorry.
What to do, what to do.
What to do indeed.
Up pinch of this.
That's a hope.
What to do?
Sorry, but I won't hold back. Aber, Prince of Peace next.
Oh yeah, not getting much from these.
What was that?
Casty and I have seen beasts like that before.
At the time, we had no idea what they were. Their nature.
I've seen them too. The black aura resembles the one true magic wielded by Harvey. He called it the Shadow.
A shadow.
What is it?
I cannot say for certain. Not now, in any case.
Mysterious monsters. Just what we need.
We know next to nothing of this phenomenon. Not even the extent of its reach.
Does this shroud cover only this forest? Or is it much larger?
Nothing for it but to check for ourselves.
On that, I agree.
Well, we need to do something.
Unfortunately, we lack the information to know just what that something is.
Further research is required. I must find an answer to this conundrum.
Okay, eternal night has descended upon the world. The travelers decide to set out on a final journey to find the cause. Your destination will not be shown on the radar. Search for clues and find your heading. Okay, you can change formation at any time from the main menu. Open the menu and then select formation and change your party as you please. Walk through your fellow travelers on an epic journey. Let's do that. Where is... Oh, there it is. X is formation. Who should I bring in here? Wait, what? Well, how can I actually change my form? Oh, wait. Is formation just like the order that your characters are in? That would be worthless. Is that really it? No way. If that's it, I mean, so I don't see a different way to do that, but that's really dumb if that's the case. How is that function useful? Anyways, we've been waiting a while and the sun still ain't rising. What in the world's going on? I don't know, but it's nothing good, that's for sure. If those strange monsters earlier were a product of this darkness, then we must figure out the cause of this long night and soon. Couldn't agree more. First, we search for clues. Now you're talking, so where do we start? Come on now, you must have some idea, right? Why don't we look for places like this one? What do you mean? I mean other areas shrouded in the shadow. There are more? Can't say for sure, but it's the only heading we have. A fair point, standing still will get us nowhere. Let's start by searching for other places blanketed in darkness. Alright, looks like it's time to hit the dusty trail once again. Yeah. Oh, wicked. I mean, I'm not really seeing anything on the map, right? Although I guess... I don't know. This is kind of blanketed, right, in darkness? Is that what they're going for here? Maybe let's check up by Crack Ridge. Go do some drugs. I think I'm gonna swap some of my characters out though. Don't really want to. Actually, you know what? Cassie's not bad. Yeah, maybe we'll just go like this. Screw it. I'm feeling lazy. I mean, I really do like Hikari, right? The dude's nuts, but... Alright, so let's head out here on the abandoned road. I mean, this, right? This kind of looks like it's shrouded in darkness.
Ready to be prey?
Yeah, look at that.
Thinking time. Strike them down.
Right.
Oh man, my gear is probably not set up the way I should have it either. Yeah, right though. Oops, didn't want to do that.
Go on then.
Oh, okay. Easy enough. Oh, God, why am I not using the spurning ribbon? There we go, look at that. Genius. I mean, hopefully I'm going the right way, right? Look at that. This, wait, was this here before? Oh, yeah. This was the way to the shrine. Or the Felsun ruins, I mean. Oh, what do we have here? Journal fragment 1. I did it, diary. Well, he talks to his diary. Or he or she. I finally got hired as a scrivener, and for the Delsta Times too. Oh, I know who this is. All the world's information flows through a newspaper, a river of facts alongside a paper water wheel. An endless procession of scoop, scoop, scoop. As a journalist, I'll dash about the world investigating, uncovering, and breaking news. What better way for me to carry out my mission? I've thought about this a lot, and everyone has some fact they're hiding, vast sums of knowledge locked in noggins the world over. But how to crack open those repositories and acquire those tasty secrets within? That's the rub, of course. As I am now, I doubt that I have the dexterity to pick any of those cranial locks. I was raised in isolation, always out of the loop, hiding quietly on the outskirts of society. There's a positive way to spin that, though. I spent all the time that I wasn't talking to people, observing them. Creepy. Here's what I learned. People let their guard down around cute little animals. A scowling guard captain will play cuddly coo with an adorable puppy and soon confess all his gripes to the precious thing. And so I will become the puppy. I'll wag my little doggy tail, act the part of the friendly little non-threatening furball, and slide right into people's confidences. My brother may be the soaring eagle with his bird's eye view, but I'll be a sharp-eyed hound, keeping my nose to the ground and sniffing out every last detail I can find. Okay. I feel like I know who that is, right? Journal fragment 2. Alright. My oldest memory is crimson. A spray of bright red droplets on a harrowing scream. A crowd fleeing in all directions, and enemy soldiers mercilessly cutting down innocents. Some of them even laughed as they did it. Amidst this, I was a stone. Still, in my tender years, I neither cried nor wept nor cowered, but merely watched the chaos unfold. Being raised in a war-torn land does things to an impressionable mind, and I suppose something had already broken inside me. I would have died that day, cut down like the rest, were it not for my brother. His cunning carved a path for us out of that hellish place. My brother is brilliant, so much so that the enemy king spared him if he would serve. Yet, despite his genius, despite how shrewd the plans he proposed were in their attempts to avoid bloodshed, the blood always flowed. Humans steal, they kill, they take, and they take, and they take. Lives, possessions, land, it's the state of our nature, a simple fact of our existence. My brother and I have seen so much together, and we've both reached the same conclusion. The world doesn't deserve to see another dawn. The life of man is nasty, brutish, and ugly. Why not make it short? Well, I thought I knew who that was, but I don't think it's that reporter anymore. Maybe it is, but it doesn't kind of seem like it, right? She kind of seemed like a sweet person. What's going on here? Why can't I interact with this? There it is. Journal fragment 3. I need her on our side, and I need you to convince her that it's a good idea. My brother's face was flushed as he handed me the letter addressed to Raime. Perhaps he'd been in his cups. I didn't need to ask him why he would be celebrating. The fundraising in Montwise was going swimmingly. On my way home, I spotted Hikari. He's the key to everything in Ku, and if our machinations go according to plan, my brother will get what he's after. I doubt Hikari has a clue who I am, another tactic proposed by Brother Dearest. No prior familiarity with me will help move things along down the line, but though Hikari doesn't know anything about me, I certainly know a lot about him. Hikari has another side to him, a second personality that my brother says was born from his family's cursed lineage. Somewhere in the past, Clan Ku's blood mingled with that of an infamous mage, or archmage, Dark Hest, sparking a history of war and sacrifice. A more odious bloodline I do not know. As I passed Hikari in the street, for a moment I felt as if our eyes met. His gaze was steady and true, just as it was when he was a boy. How had that bright spark in his eyes not dimmed over time? He had seen the same horrors I had, been through the same terrible war. So this is what, I forget his buddy's name. Is it his sister that's writing these? There we go. Fragment, or Journal Fragment 4. This is bad. Hikari was captured before I had the chance to deliver my brother's letter to Raime. If Hikari is killed, it'll ruin everything, and we'll have to start over from scratch. Clan May calls the fortress of Stormhail its home, coldest place in Solistia, and I hate it. Time is of the essence. Yet this frigid blizzard is battering me about like a leaf in the wind. If only I could take 2 steps without being blown 3 back. By the time I finally reached Stormhail, Hikari had already been released. I can only assume he managed to sway Raime on his own. I handed my overdue missive to one of Raime's retainers and quickly put that chilly place behind me. Okay. And here's Fragment 5. Oswald is sentenced to life imprisonment. It took me a moment to process the judge's verdict. I blinked, doubting my ears. What was going on here? He was supposed to be executed, wasn't he? Ran as fast as I could to find Harvey. I should have known that swine had stuffed leaves into the judge's pocket to bribe him into that decision. Why? I want him to see the power of my perfected magic. That's his reason, the blighted fool. Pride, worthless pride. We need the Book of Demons complete. What if Oswald somehow finds a way to interfere? When I gave my report to my brother, he simply said, just watch the spectacle unfold. Apparently my brother had already taken Harvey's massive ego into account when he made his contract with the man. If that's the case, then I suppose this isn't a problem after all. Regardless, I should hurry and gather what information I can about Frigid Isle. Yeah, now I'm questioning who this person actually is. It doesn't seem like it's, gosh, I can't remember the guy's name. It's the one. It's his buddy that we had to take out during Hikari's quest, but I don't think it's him. Alright, so here's Fragment 6. I concealed myself among the chattering students and slipped into Harvey's lecture. The Book of Demons is nearly complete, so he was in a jovial mood. When I saw my chance, I gave Harvey the news. Oswald had tried to escape Frigid Isle and died in the attempt. I thought the news would throw his high spirits off a cliff, but instead he just started giggling. It was creepy. When he finally settled down, he merely said, I need to prepare for my guest's arrival, and vanished back into his laboratory, humming cheerfully all the while. It's like he thinks Oswald is alive. Is Oswald alive? It can't be, and yet, if so, then he will come here to find Harvey and seek his vengeance. Wait, this could be perfect. I doubt Harvey will honor our agreement and hand over the Book of Demons without a fuss. If I can set those two against each other, it might create the perfect opportunity to slip in and swipe the book. I wonder if my brother had predicted this too. Jesus, why are these so hard to interact with? Right, so here's 7. Harvey has left for Duskruin Shrine. The remains of Archmage Darkess will provide the final piece that Harvey needs. The Book of Demons will soon be complete. I found a nice, cozy place to conceal myself, and sure enough, Oswald showed up. Just as predicted, the two fought it out, and I was able to retrieve the Book of Demons in the wake of their battle. There was one surprise, however. Harvey escaped alive. What was that bright flash of magic? A glimpse of a force that may dwarf even that of the Book of Demons? That girl, does she have some special power within her? Oh, boy. There we go, journal fragment 8. We're up to 8 of them already? Jeez. Alright. Oswald entrusted the girl Elena to his assistant before setting off on a journey, like Alpates, or Alpatas. I don't know how to say that. The blood of the Lumina family runs in Elena's veins. I'll need to continue monitoring her to watch for suspicious signs. Day after day, Elena sits at her desk and pours herself into her studies. A diligent girl, I suppose, but I'm curious as to why her brow sometimes wrinkles and she cradles her head in her hands. Still, her eyes are bright and her gaze seemingly set on some happy goal far off in the distance. A marked difference from when I saw her in Harvey's company. There was only worry and fear in her eyes then. My heart nearly leapt out of my throat when I heard that assistant's voice suddenly ring out behind me. "Can I help you, miss?" I immediately turned and tried to distract and dissemble with my tried and true cover story. "Can I interest you in a newspaper subscription?" She smiled then, eyes warm, but I sensed a keen suspicion burning deep within those friendly eyes. I will not underestimate her again. No one else has ever noticed me when I didn't want to be found. I need to abandon my surveillance. Too risky. Besides, I've seen nothing suspect in all the time I've watched Elena. Might as well move on to more important matters. This is kind of fun. I'm really kind of curious who this is. Like, I feel like I might know who the person is, but then it's like, no, really? I doubt it. Alright, anyways, here's fragment 9. Well, here I am in Canal Brine. Word is that I can find someone who has the lost pages of the Book of Night's original manuscript. Caldena, captain of the Sacred Guard, seems to be moving as Arcanet predicted and assembling these pages. There's a potential problem, however. A nosy inquisitor named Temenos seems to have caught wind of all this. Arcanet has her eye on him, but I can only pray he doesn't make any problems for us. I'll need to be careful not to draw his attention, too. The Book of Night is close to being fully restored. Once it is, I'll need to move quickly to retrieve it and fulfill my mission. Allying myself with Arcanet was merely the easiest means to that end. My brother did tell me to be wary of her, however. He was quite forceful about it. I wonder why. Oh my god, there's so many of these. Alright, Caldena, captain of the Sacred Guard, is driven by a lust for vengeance. To achieve that end, she seems to make the power of shadow her own, and with the restored Book of Night in hand, she set out for the Twilight Shrine. Her naive dream of avenging her people will never become a reality. Why, you ask, dear diary? Because the right Arcanet taught her is purposefully flawed. So there I was, hiding in the shadows of the Twilight Shrine and waiting for the perfect opportunity. Lo and behold, Caldena's right went awry, and she transformed into a most hideous form. No one told me I'd have to deal with some horrible monster. This is above my pay grade. Luckily, I had no need to fear. That Temenos showed up and handled the Caldena problem for me. I suppose Arcanet was behind his well-timed arrival. What a puppet master. Bravo. Finally understand why my brother warned me to keep an eye on her. I slipped down to the ritual site after Temenos made his exit and retrieved the Book of Night. All that's left is to combine it with the Book of Demons, and we'll be able to complete the Dark Blood Grimoire. Alright, Journal 11. Here I am, grand old Timberane, just in time for the coronation ceremony. Word on the street is that an apothecary named Trousseau is going to rain on the parade with a storm infused with shadow energy. His goal, and I quote, is to extend a hand to save all in need. What a nice notion. Let's rewind the clock. It was 1 year ago that Trousseau lost hope in the future and started down this path. He was out gathering medicinal herbs when he stumbled into Lost Seed. There he met Claude, who gave him the Book of Night. Claude was disappointed with the encounter, it seems. He had swayed Trousseau to his side, but couldn't persuade an apothecary in the man's company. With a regretful sigh, he told me that this other apothecary's eyes were filled with a motherly strength, deep wells of kindness that belied a sense of fierce determination. That must be Casti. Yeah, what was her name again? Ah, yes, Casti. She stopped Trousseau. saw the people of Timberain to safety, and even dealt with the poison rain. As if that wasn't enough, she also managed to mix up a medicine that could combat the shadow on the spot. Claude's intuition was right. Cassidy is someone to keep an eye on. My brother will need to know that we have another dangerous potential wrench in our plans. Indeed. Alright, here's 12. I guessed right, here. I met a merchant today in Clockbank, an honest fellow with laughing eyes named Particio. He's boasted that he'll rustle up 80 billion leaves and buy the rights to the steam engine from its current owner, Mr. Ruck. Then he'll give the technology away to everyone. When pressed on why, he said things like this should be shared with the whole world. Particio confuses me. If I can borrow that ruthless Rock's words, it is human nature to take from others and give unto oneself. Despite his noble declarations, I'm sure Particio will prove himself no different from the other slime. Greed and self-interest will win out in the end. They always do. Still, I'm vaguely curious as to how this story will play out. I'll follow this Particio, though I'll keep my expectations low. Placing your faith in others only gets you betrayed in the end. Right, here's the 15. I feel like I've skipped a couple. Well, my brother made a deal with Harvey. Craft the Book of Demons, an evil tome said to be imbued with the magic of Darkest himself. Why, you ask? Well, dear Derry, because we needed to restore the lost Dark Blood Grimoire. The rub here is that neither my brilliant brother nor even Claude knows how to make this tome, thus the need for Harvey. The one thing my brother does know is that the remains of Darkest are a key component. When I shared that vital tidbit, Harvey smiled. That's all I needed. It sounds like he was already most of the way there. He's a valuable asset, so we'll do everything we can to assist him. Harvey has an unhealthy obsession with a scholar named Oswald. No, let's call it what it is. A severe inferiority complex. Harvey told me he'd gladly give up the Dawn if it meant he could best the man. Yeah. We let Harvey read the Book of Night in order to pull him into our intrigues, but honestly, I think it wasn't necessary. That bottomless well of envy in his gut, properly manipulated, would likely have been motivation enough. Besides, I don't trust him. No normal person can fathom that twisted mind of his. Okay. Oh yeah, and here's 14. So these are a little out of order. Maybe it doesn't matter, though. Particio's gone and done it. He has gone and done it. He's humbled Rock and actually wrested the rights to the steam engine from that greedy tycoon. Still, that's nothing compared to what he did next. He actually gave it away just as he said he would. Things like this should be shared with the whole world. He's lived up to that grandiose statement, and then some. The heat of his passion even melted Rock's icy heart. And I don't think the desert sun was hot enough to do that. So taking a step back, what Particio did is impossible, unimaginable, inconceivable. I've observed countless people in my time, and to date, every one of them is motivated to varying degrees by self-interest. People are always willing to step on others to achieve their own interests, but Particio, is he truly different? Is he someone who can at last transform this dark, ugly world into something wonderful? What do you think, brother? Alright, here's Neural Fragment 16. Welcome to my humble castle. That was how he greeted me when I arrived in Lost Seed before he took me on a casual stroll through that rotting mausoleum of a town. I struggled not to gag on the stench of death and decay, all the while him smiling and breathing deep as if taking in the airs of a tranquil mountain meadow. This ghastly man's name is Claude, and he is the descendant of the infamous Archmage Darkest. It is said that his notorious grandfather gave him a taste of the blood of the malevolent god of darkness, Vide. Frighteningly enough, while he was still in the womb. As a result, the man is blessed with eternal youth. With the blood of Darkest and Vide within his veins, Claude's fate was to become the Dark God's vessel. And yet he rejected this destiny and instead chose to pass that honor on to his offspring. For our part, we don't care who the vessel is, just that we have one. Claude, however, seems to have preferences in the matter. Preferences? Pah! The man sired countless children with countless women and set his progeny at each other's throats. To the bloody victor goes the ultimate spoils. I shivered as he looked me up and down, his eyes seeming to pierce my very soul. It was as if he was seeking to plant a murderous seed inside me too. Jesus. When he handed me the dark blood staff, he told me that the woman who stole it for him has a lot of potential. His words, my purpose in Lost Seed fulfilled. I hurried out of there. I can't wait to hand the staff over to Arcanet and let her handle the cathedral's sacred flame. Alright, journal fragment. Looks like 17. Dear Diary, today I met with Petrichor, the woman known as the Dark Hunter. I'd introduced her to Professor Harvey several years ago at Arcanet's request. She was talkative today and had this to say. I met Arcanet when I was young, and it was then that I swore myself to a service. Ever since I have hunted for her and her alone, even slaying the legendary monster known as the Guardian of the First Flame at her behest. Sometimes I hunted people too, like the time I came to possess the Dark Blood Bow. Once again, my lady has use of me, and so I shall gladly obey. I nodded along, and when she was finished, she showed me a monster. This beast, which she had captured on Toto Haha, looked out at me with eyes filled with loathing for all that walked on this earth. I asked her what it was, and she told me the result of years of brutal conditioning and a healthy dose of Harvey's science for good measure. The result, an abomination crafted through repeated and horrifying experiments. I nodded again. A soul this steeped in despair would surely prove to be a great source of power. Seems that leaving the flame of Toto Haha in her care should prove no issue. Alright, I can't believe it. How did Particio turn that economic desert of a town into a hopping commercial hub? That business idea of his was inspired. I must admit that watching Elrond's department store come to life woke something warm inside me. I told Particio that the world's filled with people groaning under the weight of 1,000 problems. It's fresh ideas like this that bring a ray of joy into troubled lives. For once, I really truly meant what I said. I should never have poured my heart out in public like that. I suppose my declaration was proof that he's cracked my emotional defenses and convinced me to, gasp, believe in him. Okay, so this is the reporter. In my defense, he's really something else. Before I knew it, I was promising to help. Truth is, I'm excited to see what magic he'll pull out of his Particio hat next. Guess what, dear diary? This is the first time I've ever helped someone for something that wasn't directly related to my mission. Let me stop for a moment and also appreciate the fact that he convinced the Elrond to invest 80 billion leaves in him. 80 billion. The question is, will Particio prove to be a man of integrity? Will he really use those leaves to help the world and not just to line his own pockets? Just a little bit longer, only a bit mind. Put myself needing to see what he does next. Yeah, these are a little bit out of order. That should have been, a little bit earlier. All right, so it looks like we've got what's going on with this glowing statue. Statue of Alphon, the Scholar King. There are words carved into the base. O inheritors of our will, let the mirror shine and kindle a fire in your heart to chase away the darkness. And statue of Bifilgan the traitor. There are words carved into the base. O inheritors of our will, let the mirror shine and kindle a fire in your heart to chase away the darkness. And what do we have here? Sacred flame has been doused. Perhaps it can be rekindled with something. Okay, do I need to explore other places now? It's weird that this is glowing. Yeah. Okay, well, let's see. Alright, so I guess let's go into the Tranquil Grotto next. Yeah, because I don't know what else, if anything, there is to do there. Kind of not really seeing anything. Well, hopefully this video doesn't end up being, like, gigantic, but it may. Yeah, I gotta say, digging the accessory that, ensures that we don't have to do any fighting. I feel like it's gonna make this pretty easy. second here. Okay. Let's cruise around the tranquil grotto. Yeah, this accessory is really, really nice. Not seeing anything though. Sacred flame has been doused. Perhaps it can be rekindled with something. Yeah. And I'm assuming this is gonna say the same thing. Yeah. Statue of Seal Tej, Lady of Grace. There are words carved into the base. So inheritors of our will, let the mirror shine and kindle a fire in your heart to chase away the darkness. Yeah, definitely missing something though. Alright, so yeah, there was literally nothing there. It seems like it should be something to do in that first spot, right? With that glowing, with the glowing statue? I don't know. Why else would it be glowing? Let's check this next one out here. Hopefully it's not something stupid like I needed to change it to like daytime or something. Who knows? Summon a strife. Is this the right spot? No. I don't think this is right. Although maybe. It's either the... No, it's probably the tombs of the Warden Beast, right? It's probably not out here. I'll just zip over here though really quick. Oh, shit. What was that? Oh, that's the water. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it's over here. My guess is it's going to be Tombs of the Warden Beast, but... Oops. Freaking Terra. Look at what Terra did. Messing up my path. Yeah, I feel like, you know, probably in a... It seems like all these have been in, like, dungeons so far. Oh, look at the ice is still here. Well, that's handy. View cliff. Yep, nothing out here. Alright, so let's go back to the village and I'll go to the tombs of the Warden Beast instead this time. It's kind of what I was thinking, but, you know. Figured why not go all the way? I was committed. Yeah, I don't know what else. Again, I don't know, it just seemed weird, right? The one statue was glowing. Kind of seems like if there was going to be... Oops, probably not that one. If there was going to be something, it kind of feels like it had something to do with that. Alright, here's the tombs of the Warden Beast. Oh, yeah. So, when I was doing Ochet's story, I was wondering what the story was, right? Because we didn't really fully explore this place. And I came back down and noticed there was, you know, kind of something going on here. Ooh, sense of danger is overwhelming. Are you certain you wish to proceed? Yeah.
Allow me to lighten your load.
Oh, cool. What's this guy? Grotesque monster.
Let me look at you.
My turn.
120k. Alright, let's...
Time for your medicine. What to do? Sorry, but I will hold back. Aver, Prince of
Aver, baby. Ooh, 75k. Man, I wish I knew what this last vulnerability was. Let's just, you know what? Let's Aver with her, too.
Calling Aver, Princess!
Boom!
Let's
Suck
grab
it.
some food.
Let's grab some food, boys. And girls, black bow. Ooh, fun. Let's see what that's all about, huh? Wait, what? Is it garbage? Slim chance to instantly kill. I mean, physical tech 281, that's garbage. Cool, though. Statue of Donor, the charitable. There are words carved into the base. Oh, inheritors of our will. Let the mirror shine. Yeah, same. They just say the same thing. Sacred flame has been doused. Okay, so that's the hunter, right? Hunter? And which one was this again? Daughter the charitable. So they look like they're kind of glowing. I wonder if that's because of I have both of them in my party, right? It's both Chet and Casti. Maybe that's got something to do with it. And I did notice the Scholar King was glowing. All right, so let's see. This one was the Dancer and Hikari. So let's put those two in the party, and we'll go down there again and just see if that has something to do with it. Hikari and Agnea. I should probably rest here as well, although, yeah. So Hikari's, I think Hikari is still set up to be like, you know, at 1 HP, but I don't think I'm gonna do that. Let's do, Jesus. Peak Performance, that was the one. And I need to swap out his accessory then too. Oh, look at all that HP, Jesus. Alright, where's the one that gives it like 1,000 health? There it is, powering. I have a ton of those. Okay, good enough. So let's head back out there. Maybe that was the key to doing these, right? Is having the correct pairs down there with you. I still don't know what the deal is though with the flame, right? Like there's something to douse or rekindle the flame. I'm not sure what that's referring to. I guess we'll find out. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. Just loving this accessory. I absolutely love it. All right, let's head back down here again. Totally forgot which way to go already, which is kind of typical me. I was literally just here. Nope. Well, so they're glowing now, but yeah, huh. All right, well, yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out what the deal is here. Let's go back to Crackridge, which always bothers me, the name of this town. Okay, so it was the extra pair, the extra stories pair, right? So this would be Patricio. I should take, or Particio. I always say his name wrong. So we'll see if this will do it, right? Oh yeah, and I guess the journal entries were all to do with these two. Well, or no, I guess some of them were the other characters as well, wasn't it? They weren't all based on Particio and Oswald. Yeah, I think they mentioned Castian, at least one of them, right? And Temenos a couple of times. This place is pretty cool, though. Gotta hand it to him. Alright, so yeah, they're glowing now, but again, nothing actually happening here. Alright, look at that. Yeah, it's right here in the inventory. Shiny mirror. Alright, let's do this. It reflects the memories of the sacred flame.
Now what have we got here? A sacred flame? Here of all places? Have I stumbled upon a scoop once again? Why, I believe I have. I'm glad that's done. There's no need to keep up this cloying facade. To wear the mask of a chipper, unflappable scrivener. No. Now I bring an end to this dark, wretched world. To liberate its people from their pain, their suffering, and their hatred. Just like I swore to you, brother. Together, we will usher in the night. I kept a close eye on the travelers, all while my allies and I worked behind the scenes. Until at last, I found the book I sought. The Dark Blood Grimoire. With it, I will smother the sacred flames, that they will never again light the way for the dawn. I offer this gift of blood. May the flames turn cold and dark. Mortals. Gods. Who was it that drew the line between them? The blessed? The accursed? Us? Them? Particio. Would that we had never met. I'm sorry.
Okay, the first sacred flame burns anew. Got him! Alright, let's see this banter. Ori. I heard from an apothecary in town. A woman was found collapsed near the sacred flame and brought there for treatment. She had brown hair and wore a cap much like a scrivener. After she regained consciousness, she simply vanished. That's Ori. It's gotta be. But if that's true, then what saved her? It appears her wounds fell just short of being fatal. She must have changed her mind just in the nick of time. She saw the Worth Inn walking toward the dawn. Well, I can hazard a guess as to why she hesitated. I believe it was the thoughts of you that saved her life. Me? Don't be ridiculous, like I'd have anything to do with that. Well, no matter. As long as she's alive, all's well. But just where did she wander off to? I sure am lucky that you're around to cheer me up, eh? Our journey isn't over. We'd do well not to waste our time in idle conversation. But if you must talk, then perhaps a different topic of conversation will suffice. Oswald, thank you kindly. Ah, they're friends. Okay, well, now that I know what I need to do, unfortunately, we need to do a little bit of backtracking. Let's see. Yeah, I've got, well, wait. I don't know. I need to swap some characters out again. I need to put Agnea back in. Change party. Agnea party. Yeah, Agnea Hikari. Alright. Let's make our way back. Well, unfortunately, I wish I would have checked my inventory a little bit faster, and we wouldn't have to do this backtracking, but, you know, it happens. Indeed, it happens. So wait, do we know who her brother is? I'm not quite sure. At first, I thought it was. I thought, you know, this was instead of Ori, it was what's his name? And I just can't remember his name. The guy that starts out with Hikari and Raime. And I can't remember his name. And then you end up, you know, taking him out in Hikari's final chapter. I thought it was his sister, but nope, that is not the case. Okay. There we go. Whoops. Oh, what am I doing here? There we go. God. Wait, what? Why is Alright, there it is at the top. Memory reflects the memories of the sacred flame.
It was hope that drove me to live, to survive. Drove me away from death's clutches, to guide others along the same path. But hope was a mistake. There is nothing worth living for. Nothing in this cruel, unsightly world. There is no dawn worth waiting for. What would you give to see the morrow, Lord Ageha?
Kazan. Why did you betray us? You lifted up Lord Mugen to the throne, then you tore him down from it.
An eagle must hide his talons. It was the only way to catch my true quarry. The Dark Blood Blade. The sacred treasure of Clan Ku. Not an easy thing to steal. Not so long as Mugen stood in my way. So I cut him down with Hikari's sword.
You? What are you?
For years I have hidden my intentions from Ku. My very name. But now you shall know it. Oboro. All I did to prevent the tide of darkness that waits on the morrow from reaching us. Within this blade slumbers the power of the shadow. The power to quench the flames. However, such a feat cannot be accomplished without a sacrifice. The accursed blood of Darkest. If not for its taint, we may have seen a desert free from the stain of crimson. And now, I end this. Hikari. Goodbye, old friend. This world's end calls to me. Soon, you shall have the world you envisioned. A world without bloodshed. For oblivion shall bring peace.
Okay, the sacred flame burns anew. All right, so did Kazan pull a Master Lee type of deal? Is that what happened there? All right, let's do this travel banter here. Let's see, Kazan, Mugen's rebellion, the raising of the city, even my ascent to the throne. Were they all just more of your plots? What was Master Lee's name? Was it the Brilliant Strategist from Jade Empire? Anyways, were we all playing into your hands? How many of my friends died because of you? Hikari. Ever since I was a child, I spoke with him about the future I envisioned. A future without bloodshed. Were our ideals so different? Why did he do this? He aims to bring an end to the world. We have to stop him together. We will. We'll lead everyone toward the dawn. Aw, that's cute. Alright, so there's the second flame. Let's head here to Beasting Village. Where is the... I think the bar is over on the side over here, so we'll need to... Yeah, here we go. Perfect. So let's swap out... Put out Chet in here. Am I losing my effing mind? I am. Alright, Chet here, and Casti here. Because Temenos doesn't matter yet. He's gonna end up with Throne A. And I need to save here really quickly because I need to let the dog out. Okay, let's get back to it. And we'll just run down here again. Did I ever? Oh, look at this. How did I not? I'm gonna mug this guy. Let's do it. Better late than never, right? Yeah, I can't believe I didn't take this guy out before. Oh, here. Let's flee. We'll see these guys. I absolutely hate this setup too. I use this for my my Galdera fight, and I just haven't swapped back. I really don't like it though. He doesn't have the, you know, the double cast basically. The was it Stone of Truth or something like that. Humans are the worst. Wow, that's mean. Although we are trying to rob him, so that's fair. It's fair.
Try again.
Oh, try again.
No. Thinking. Now then. Calculations can
forgot about
your
one
wisdom,
true magic.
Alafash. I need a plan. Magia and Vitio.
Ooh. Yeah, let's hit him with the one true magic. Oh, nasty.
I've seen worse methods.
He's pretty impressive. He strikes me as somebody that should drop you know, a really good item. But I mean, I don't know. He's a rank 8, I guess. I'm pretty sure one of the rank 8s or one of the battle tested items drops from a rank 8 if I'm remembering correctly. But yeah, anyways. Back to the tombs of the Warden Beasts. Bingo. Alright, let's go to the inventory and use that shiny mirror. Alright, something about the Scarlet Moon waxes. At last, our great wish shall be fulfilled. I thought that this was going to be voice acted, but apparently not.
This world is naught but hunters and their prey. Just as Cataracta fell to my bow, just as Glacius's egg shattered before my might. The Dark Hunter sets forth once again, and my aim will not falter. Under the gaze of the Scarlet Moon, I shall fulfill the Great Wish. You must be quivering with joy, for your time has come at last. 10 years ago, I scooped you up, let you live. It was all for this moment. The darkness in our hearts is fed by anger, hatred, resentment, and jealousy. Our basest instincts. As that darkness grows deeper, so too does the shadow grow powerful. Few can stand against a beast whose heart has been drowned in darkness. A beast such as you. Long have I waited for the darkness within you to become black as night, so that maddening flame could be smothered forevermore. With my lifeblood, I shall call down the night. Now then. Make of my flesh an offering, and banish all that stands to oppose us. Give meaning to your miserable life. Arcanet.
Alright, the third Sacred Flame burns. I gotta say, I could do without the bizarre guttural like noises that the Darkling makes, but alright, let's take a look at this travel banter. So that was the first flame, huh? Have you heard of it before? Yeah, it came to life inside me. It was comforting and warm. It was then that I decided I wanted to protect the island. I always felt you had a heart warmer than most. Now I think I'm ready to take on something even bigger. I'm ready to protect the whole world. That's what a hunter should do, after all. I feel the same way as you do. I want to extend a helping hand to everyone in need during this endless night. You're an apothecary everyone can count on. Then let's do it together. Let's keep everyone safe. Gladly, Ochet. I'm honored to have you by my side. Aw. They're friends. Okay. I have no clue where this is supposed to be. Like, these all feel like they're, like, end-game dungeons. But there's definitely something going on over here. Well, let's check out Flame Church. Bingo, here we go.
It's quiet. Too quiet.
But this smell, it's the scent of humans. They're frightened, hiding.
Someone's coming.
Mint!
Is that you, Temenos? Out for a stroll in a place like this? You always did have the habit of sticking your nose in places it doesn't belong.
A friend of yours, Temenos?
In a manner of speaking, but something's odd.
You failed to see what was in front of you. The shadow is ever by thy side.
Just what are you? This is an inquisition. Refuse to answer and...
Attempting to conquer others with threats of violence will always fail. Those who are subdued by strength cannot help but rebel. To conquer them, truly conquer them, you must subjugate their hearts and minds. Hearken to the shadows in their hearts.
What are you talking about?
People are desperate for a place to belong. Give it to them, and they cannot bear to live anywhere else. And then, their hearts and minds are yours.
Their hearts and minds?
Humans are foolish by their very nature. Centuries pass, and yet they remain the same.
Bold words for someone so young.
Surrender yourself not unto silent dusk, for the light shall fade, and soon night shall fall.
The teachings of the Moonshade Order. No, it can't be.
Since you are so dogged in your search for the truth, allow me to help you. My true name is Arcanet, and I am the leader of the Moonshade Order. The same order that slaughtered the Call. All so that I could steal the flame.
That's impossible. The massacre of the Call was decades ago, and the Moonshade Order's origins are older still.
It's not impossible. There are old souls out there that hide behind youthful faces.
Thanks to Caldina's efforts, the Book of Night is now in my possession. That girl was so eager to be a puppet. She didn't realize the strings were held by her sworn enemy.
The Pontiff knew who you were. He was going to tell me, but his life was cut short.
I had hoped you would be more stricken. How dull. Such has ever been your nature. Your face always a placid mask. But I suppose it matters not. This world's end draws nigh.
staff.
Once, long ago, night was invited into the world. But a loathsome few drove it away. Those events will not repeat themselves again.
You stole the futures of untold innocence.
Did I? Then you should thank me. This world is cruel, monstrous, with not a single mote of joy to be found amongst the misery. Don't you see? Roy, Pontiff Jorg. Yes, and even Crick. They knew. They knew the beauty of a dawn that would never come.
Quiet. I won't allow you to sully their names with such blasphemy. You will answer for your sins, Arcanet. And I'll ensure the world they hoped for comes to pass.
At last, Temenos' mask falls off.
Ah, the battle of wits.
Okay. Oh, let's see here.
Let's have
My turn.
Oh, what a weird combination of characters I have here. Let's go with pomegranate.
time for your medicine.
I owe you.
No.
I owe you. Oh yeah, we're gonna smoke her.
Calculations complete. Strike them down.
Zerp. Let's cheese her. We'll use the Ochet bug. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then what? A couple of peekaboos? Or let's do a Devour of Dreams. Let's do it. Just for the buffs.
Well now.
Dun, 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 dun. I have this a little too loud. Yeah, I wasn't actually expecting to fight right now, but I think we'll be alright. Strengthening and
Time for your medicine.
Oh dear.
Let's try his Divine Brilliance.
Elfric, purge these cretins.
Purge these cretins. Ooh, nasty. Ooh, Temenos. You beast. And how did I at first I was thinking, oh, not Mint, right? She seemed like such a nice person. It seemed like she wanted to, you know, I don't know, be Temenos' friend. But no, she did not. All right, let's do this. Let's do waivers. Yes, indeed. Look at that untouched domination overkill break. I love it. All right, and we get a refreshing jam.
And so we arrive at this moment. Are you truly so desperate to see the dawn? I see now that the Pontiff was not the true threat. It was you, Temenos. You, A dagger sharpened to a razor's edge. Claude's masterwork. I can see it. A collar around that thin neck of yours.
A collar?
You will never be free. Even if I fall here, nothing will end. And there, always near. Soon, night shall fall.
Farewell, Mint. Your days of meddling are over.
Soon night shall fall. From the looks of it, it already has.
If this isn't night, then...
Okay, let's see here. I do need to swap Throne into the party, I believe. We gotta figure out where this other thingamajig is at. You know, the thingamajig. Should probably rest here too. Look at that, how convenient. Yeah, figure out where this flame, the flame is at, right? Let's take a look at the map here. I mean, I only see something like right around here. There's no other, yeah, no other spots on the map, it looks like. It kind of looks like it's centered on the cathedral, so let's head up there, I guess. Yeah, poor Mint. Thought, ooh, danger level 51? What? This wasn't a danger level 51 before. Yeah, times have changed. Not that it matters, because haha, we can't get into any random encounters, suckers. Oh, I see some clues. Let's see here. Tansy's Journal. That's a name. Did you write this? Odner asked. I immediately ripped the book out of his grasp, and he shrank back a little, surprised at my strength. I couldn't believe that he, of all people, had gotten his hands on my hidden script. Odner had been acting from a young age and was already doing quite well for himself. I, too, had longed for the stage since I was a child, but ended up working at my parents' candle shop instead. Even so, I hadn't been able to give up on writing, and it became my secret pastime. I hadn't shown my scripts to anyone, though, afraid that their response would confirm just how talentless I was. I screwed my eyes shut in embarrassment, preparing myself for his ridicule of my silly script. But would you mind if I performed this? He asked. I let out a strange gasp, completely caught off guard. It'd be a shame not to. Why don't we show it off at the next Festival of Grace? Though taken aback by the proposal, I was overjoyed to know that someone appreciated my writing. I nodded in agreement and decided to make it a performance to remember. Despite it being Odner's idea, I realized that I was even more excited than he was. I even began composing musical scores for the show. I love you, Mary. Those words caused my heart to race and my hands on the harp to stop. What's wrong? Odner asked as he peered into my face with concern. I realized that he no longer looked like the brat who had tormented me with insects in our youth. Still, I knew that the words he spoke were not his own. I had been the one to write them, after all. Half a month before the Festival of Grace, his performance was all but perfect. I couldn't help but wonder when he found the time to practice after his normal work was through. I, on the other hand, was struggling to think of a fitting ending to the script and worked late into the night. Unable to ignore my struggles, Odner pulled me away from my desk and whisked me away into town late at night. The gods are all ours right now, he told me as we snuck into an empty church. Not long after, I was struck by inspiration, perhaps by the grace of the sacred flame. Odner watched quietly as word upon word flowed from the tip of my pen. By the time I was finished, dawn was breaking. As Odner read my script, his face was more serious than ever, and my heart pounded in my chest, though not out of nervousness. Once he finished, he smiled softly. "Will you marry me?" he asked, and I let out another strange gasp. Had I written that line? No, this time those words were Odner's own. His proposals always had a way of bringing me unrivaled joy. My heart warmed at the sight of his smile and the thought of performing the script we had written together. How I wished that happiness would last us a lifetime. Alas, I watched as the clerics carried his casket and sobs filled the air around me. I laid him to rest with our script and his beloved yellow flowers. No, I thought to myself, this wasn't the ending I had envisioned. The day after finishing the script, I woke up to find my love cold beside me. According to the apothecary, Odner's heart had failed him. I wondered if work was to blame. Why hadn't I noticed? I killed him. I pushed him too hard. It was all my fault. All my fault. Unable to bear the guilt, I pushed his death from my mind and carried on as usual, but whenever I remembered my beloved, I clenched my jaw so hard I thought my teeth would break. One day I found myself in front of a church, the same place Odner and I swore to love each other. And a single cleric came to speak with me. Sadness is something that builds up inside us. Holding it all in will do nothing but destroy you, she told me. Please let it out. You don't need to endure it any longer. Moved by her warmth, I spoke of everything that I had buried deep inside me. She listened to every word and at the end embraced me gently. All of my guilt and sadness were washed away by her kindness. Then one day my feelings for Odner disappeared, and all that was left was her. One day I saw her with another woman and feared that she would leave me. Knowing I had to secure my place in her world, I told her that I would do whatever she asked of me. She smiled gently in response and said, "I want you to find the blue flames wherever they may be in this world." I left on my journey. Soon thereafter, my parents cried and tried to stop me, but I pushed them away. Unfortunately, I barely knew the area outside of my own home, let alone the world, or the whole world. Not long after, I met with a traveling troupe. They claimed to be bringing smiles to every corner of the realm, so I joined them, and the search began. That's how I found it, the blue flame she was looking for. I was on an isle at the edge of the world. I could only imagine how pleased she'd be. I was sure she would let me stay at her side. Oh, how I adore Sister Mint. Dun dun dun. "I love you, Tansy," she said. Her warm voice and words reverberated in my head. She then handed me an old tome called the Book of Night and recommended that I read it, so I did right then and there. It was the story of a people who did not long to see the dawn. I'd never read such an incredible tale before. As I looked up from its pages, she smiled at me. I realized that there was no greater happiness to be had than reading a wonderful book and seeing Sister Mint smile. In my mind, no brighter dawn awaited. Yes, I have no need for the dawn. It can all end here and now. Uh-oh. Okay, where is this thing going to be at? Probably like the cellars, be my guess. Or let's check. Oh, nope, can't go in that way. Yeah, looks like we need to go into the cellars. Do I have to? Oh, duh. I'm blind. Did I forget to put Throne in? I did. Crap. Whoops. Okay, let's go back to town. I knew I forgot to do that. Dun dun dun. Okay. Change party. Let's throw her in Agnea's spot. And we'll make the journey back. Yeah. I was gonna say, I can't believe I did that, but I totally can. I meant to rest and, make sure that everybody was rested up and then swap out Agnea, and forgot to do the swapping out part. I did the resting part. Just didn't do the second part. Yeah, okay, well this is kind of nice, right? We don't have like this gigantic thing to get through. There it is. Dungeon, Jesus. Losing track of my... mirror reflects the memories of the sacred flame. Okay, yeah.
Wake up, Tansy. Night has come. Wake up, Tansy. Night has come. Sister Mint? Oh, I fell asleep without realizing it. Do not worry. You must have been quite tired. You traveled far to see my wish granted. Sister Mint, I mean, Goddess. I would do anything if it brought me closer to you. Your devotion is moving. You have gone far beyond my every expectation, and must be rewarded. Rewarded? I love you, Tansy. Huh? It's so dark. Where am I? What? My body? Pathetic child, oblivious until the very end. But this is what you wanted, is it not? It's not as if you desired to see the dawn. The sacred flames have been snuffed out. Surrender yourself not unto silent dusk, for the light shall fade. And soon the world shall know the joy of a dawn that never comes. All who stand in my way shall be cast aside. I shall root out the travelers and bury that wretched mirror beneath the earth, that it may never enkindle the flames again.
Okay, the fourth sacred flame burns anew. The light of the sacred flame indicated the southwest direction. Okay. Oh, are the people back now? Or yeah, these look like they're the characters that were here before. Let's take a look at this travel banter. So this is the night. Could this darkness she spoke of be Vide? Vide? Legends portray him as a god of fear and destruction, which means that the dawn must be... I spoke with the children of this village not long ago. It seems there's going to be a concert tomorrow. Dulcinea is coming to entertain everyone with her dancing. The children were waiting for the dawn with stars in their eyes. It was a beautiful sight, like gemstones glittering in the dark. They see nothing but hope, indeed. That's why I made a promise to them, a promise that I would steal back the dawn. Ooh, you truly are Aber come again. Is that meant to be a compliment? But of course. Now then, shall we get to work, Aber? There certainly is a lot of work to be done. More than I've ever done before. Yeah, let's go do some work. Okay, do we need to jump in the boat? Sure looking like it, huh? Before I do that, though, I am... Actually, let's go back into Flame Church here really quickly. I want to swap some characters around. So let's do... Let's see here. Casti and Temenos. Actually, yeah, there we go. Let's go like that. Okay, let's head to the anchorage and hop in the boat and see what the dealio is. Oh, is this it? Bingo.
That's...
Do you know where we are, Temenos?
the battlefield of the gods. Vidania.
Vidania?
The Isle of Illusions. A legend passed down by the Order of the Sacred Flame. To think it actually exists.
Illusions, eh? So that means we've dropped plumb off the map.
The legend says it was sealed on the ocean floor by the power of the sacred flames.
The sacred flames? Then why is it here? The flames are burning bright, aren't they?
Yes, but there was a moment before we reignited them that their light was snuffed out.
And that was enough to break the seal?
This is what they were after. Those who would deny the dawn.
To world's end. Is that where you are, Kazan? Is that where you plan to call down the night?
Right, make for Castle Vidania. Cool. Alright, let's save here.
All the answers I seek can be found here.
So, the flames burn once more. Alas, too late. The night fast approaches. And now it shall have the blood it was promised. For we are the night.
Okay, before I go any farther here, I'm going to re-equip here. I don't really remember what I had him equipped with before. Oh, I had no, I do. I had a HP item on him. There it is. Yeah, Tansy got done dirty. Kind of feel bad about that whole deal. It was a feel-bad story.
Doubtless, your journey was a trying one. You deserve the rest ahead of you. You came here seeking the dawn, yes? I must ask, why? The road you took here is soaked in the blood of those who opposed you. Was it worth it? I suppose it matters not. There is no evil in this world, no good. There is only that which we believe in. Can you tell me, without a shade of a doubt, that the dawn is worth all you have endured?
Nonsense. Those who march toward the dawn will be welcomed in its embrace. Those who don't will be left behind. That's all there is.
Your journey will soon reach its end. And then, where will you go? No matter how far you travel, you will never escape. Because no matter where you go, there you will be. Humankind is cursed to live in darkness. Everywhere they squabble over some matter or the other, forever. This world is cruel, unsightly. So, it must end. Tonight, let us share a drink.
Now I am become chaos, devourer of all life in this world. Even you, foolish mortals. All shall be mine.
I will not fall today. The source of your destruction stands before you now. Love will spell your doom.
Travelers. Where are you? Nothing exists here. The emptiness is staggering. There is naught but darkness. Soothing darkness. Comforting darkness.
What to do?
All right, let's get some of this darkness, I guess. Oh, not exactly the person I wanted to start out with, but let's
Hang in there.
Here we go.
Yeah, I'm just gonna cheese the crap out of this. Let's provoke. We'll do the little bug here. And let's do the Devourer of Dreams just a bunch of times. so cheap. Gotta take advantage of this bug while it's... I assume this will get patched eventually, but I think it's really funny.
Now then.
There we go. And I have like 9 stacks of reflect and dodge. Just like that. Let's analyze, I guess.
Let me look at you.
What to do?
Nice vulnerability.
Time for your medicine.
Time for your medicine. Come get your medicine, boys.
Playtime is over.
Oh, did I not have her? Why do I not have her, whatchamacallit?
Sorry, but I won't hold back.
Latent power. Ooh. Got wrecked. These hands. Come get some of these hands.
A pinch of this.
Thinking time.
Let's see.
Calculus, impart your wisdom, Aliphant.
Yeah, Aliphant. Try your wisdom. Let's just go straight up. All shall be mine. Oh, hello. D-Day to save your allies. Oh, cool. An eerie tentacle appeared.
I won't.
Yeah, that's what they do. Eerie tentacles are like constantly appearing. Ooh, don't want to do that.
I'll end this.
Yeah, I don't know who I really... Let's just do a 6-fold.
You're in for it now. I've got
I'll just go all over the place here. Ooh, look at there.
I won't back down.
Let's do Elfrix on him.
Flamebringer, I need you.
I'm just getting
I
warmed up.
need you. I really like how he says that. It sounds funny. Elfric, I need you. Alright. We'll do a Seal Teej on Hikari. And let's give him a bunch of fun stuff here. Let's do a pomegranate.
Here you go.
Hell yeah.
Elfric, I need you.
Here I come.
Gets me every time. And I don't think I used that until my Galdera fight, but yeah. Fun. It's really fun. Alright, let's just use limb from limb here. Yeah, this thing is already pretty messed up. V-Day.
What one of us this? The winds of favor blow.
Plunk.
I'm just getting warmed up.
Getting warmed up. Get warmed up, dude. I don't even know what to do right now at this point. Let's oh, can I not? Oh, I don't have any BP. I wasn't paying attention. All right, let's do something else. We'll do another
Thank you.
Hikari. Oh, hello, Waves of Darkness. Oh, he blinded me. Sad. There's actually a shield too that I was messing around on a new game and I just saw that, which I mean I should have equipped here, right? That would have been kind of a no-brainer. Oh man, let's just
I fight for my friends. How's this?
Yeah, just like that. All right. Huh. Pretty easy. Oh, next phase. The final battle begins. Fun.
I've never lost a fight.
All 8 travelers will join this battle. You can switch between the parties with right trigger during the fight. Cool. Okay, well.
I got more grit than I can handle.
More grit than I can handle. Let's do another sealed. Oh my god, look at this. Okay, well I gotta be honest. This is pretty cool.
Time for a hoedown, Seal Teej.
Yeah, let's have a hoedown,
The
Seal
histories have come to
Teej.
life.
Okay, I'm just assuming here that we're gonna. Oh, yeah, let's use this latent power here.
Is that the fault?
There's always hope. The winds of favor blow.
My friends, our final battle is at hand.
Oh, our final battle. He's got like a special saying there.
Allow me. Who's next?
Oh!
This isn't ideal.
Shadow left a curse in its wake. Okay, well I don't know what that means.
Even the dawn will be
So
mine.
we're gonna go over. Yeah, look at this. You can switch right between the two. That's really cool.
Cleaning time. Watch me.
All right, so let's do latent power here. We'll do the. I have no idea what those debuffs were. I just assume I don't really.
I'll take
I
this.
don't know. Maybe you want to just like not use them until. Here, let's. I'm gonna check here in a second. Apparently I have to
Fight
actually.
a god if I
perform
must.
these now.
Aber, Prince of
He can't like switch mid turn. All right, so let's see here.
My turn now.
All right, so we've got all. Oh my god! Reduced physical damage dealt. Unable to use physical attack skills. Unable to use magic attack skills. Unable to. Yeah, so basically all those debuffs just makes this party worthless for the time being, right? So yeah, I guess like that's the mechanic here, right? You knock out one portion or whatever, and then it debuffs you, and you want to switch. I mean, you're basically forced to, right? Let's. Jesus. So it always starts off with like the worst character. All right, let's do. Let's just do an analyze and just see what this guy is.
I'll extend a helping hand
okay.
to all those in need.
Yeah, tell him.
I have a talent for making do. A pinch of this.
Look at that.
Well,
What? That even hits the other everybody else? That's kind of crazy. All right. I mean, cool, but Jesus, yeah, that's really crazy. All right, so I'm gonna choose this again. I'm gonna do provoke beasts. This is because it's so much fun, right? I just freaking love this. All right, so let's do what's his name here? Dreadwolf a couple of times, right? We'll do 2 Dreadwolves. We'll do the Bird King, and then let's do the Devourer of Dreams to finish this off. Yeah, eat it. Yes. Oh, this is hitting everybody too. Yeah, everybody's getting buffed by him. It's very cool. I'm gonna be honest, it's actually yeah, it's really neat. Let's see here. Can we use everybody else? No, not really. Partitio still. Oh, I guess those are just debuffs, or that's just a debuff, right? Yeah, I mean, I don't know. That's fine. Whatever. I'm gonna go back though. Let's do.
these hands.
Let's throw these hands. Strengthening, diffusing. Let's do a whimsical and another pomegranate.
Back on my feet.
My turn.
On my feet.
Watch me.
Alright, so let's do Avers.
Fight a god if I must. Aber,
Yeah.
Prince of Thieves.
Boom.
Ready. I'll take this.
Oh, that's kind of cool. So you can actually see if you look up at the top left-hand corner, right? So it says, okay, so you're on Hikari's turn here, but if you want to use Oswald instead, you can swap, right? And similarly, the next basically turn, you get to choose either Partitio to take a turn or Ochette. So yeah, that's pretty neat. It's a really cool mechanic. So it doesn't really like everybody is fighting, right? It's more like you can choose one or the other, and it's kind of acting in pairs, kind of. Let's see. Yeah, I guess let's just do another limb from him here, right? He's already like...
How's this?
Good. Yeah, okay. Alright. I mean, I assumed that was gonna be a joke, right? Like, the real, you know, difficult boss of the game is Galdera, and that this guy was just kind of... I mean, that's fun. Like, a fun mechanic. I wish that, you know, maybe it would have been a little bit harder, right? Like, there was a lot of opportunity there, but... Yeah, cool. Anyway, really cool idea.
Why do you spurn its embrace? Travelers, the light has left. And yet, you protest. And yet, you stand defiant. For a dawn bereft of light. Mark well, travelers. Do not forget. I am eternal.
It's over.
Okay, the beginning of the epilogue marks the end of your journey. Once you are done roaming and ready to see what lies at the end of the final path, proceed to the indicated destination. There it is, dawn breaks. So what I'm going to do here is save and end this one here, and then I'll do the epilogue in the next video. So as always, I hope the guide was helpful, and thank you for watching.